Generator.
It might be over there, but
Yeah. Man.
hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
We'd like to give all praises, glory, honor to
Yahweh,
by Hashem,
Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to Yaki and pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, we're back again at the open forum, on this Thursday. And we want to just go into, we're seeing news and prophecy, news and prophecy is going on throughout the world. 2020, the year 2024 has been nothing but action. As our elder Apostle Tahar deemed this the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And we're seeing, ever since the returning, of Esau's calendar from 2023 to 2024, we had it started off with earthquakes, the world shaking. Now we have all these wars that is popping off here and there. This is going to be it's already a very exciting time that we're seeing here in this year. And like you say, and all of it goes back to what we, from our apostles on down, what we've been prophesying and letting you know that's coming upon the earth. All right? And it's time to, like you say, it's high time to wake up out of sleep. The day of the Lord is nearer than we believe. And you just have to, constantly be circumspect on what's going on around the earth. The 2/3 ain't going to be paying attention. But we're out here as giving warning, As it said, what Ezekiel 33, give warning for me. That's what we're doing out here now. We're out here giving warning. Can we get that?
Ezekiel 33?
Yeah. Look at
All right.
Which is jumping my mind right there.
Ezekiel chapter 33, in verse, let me start at the top. All right, in verse 1, it says, Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, When I bring a sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
Yeah, and spiritually, like I say, we're those watchmen, through the spirit of Yahweh Yahushai. Because the spirit of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. So the Lord has opened our eyes and gave us the eyesight to see these things that are happening, and actually gave us the understanding of this word. When you have a watchman, what do? They be upon the watchtower. And what do? They look over and oversee the lands and outside of the borders of their land. And when you're doing that, what are you doing? You help watching to help protect the people within the walls. Now, who are our people that are in the walls? The nation of Israel. You so-called black, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So we always say if the spirit resonates with you, then you could be the nation of Israel, even if you may be of another nation. But we are on those watchtowers looking and seeing and basically giving that warning only if we see something coming. And that's what prophecy is. Prophecy is when you prophesy and let people know what's coming. Say before.
I want to grab that word watchman. All right, it said word watchman, Strong's H6822, Tazapah. It says to look out or about, to spy, to keep watch, to observe. You see in one of the definitions with, you want to say something?
I was going to say, I was going to put my cap over here so the butt sit down.
One of the definitions it read was spy, you see, which we through the spirit, man, you know what I'm saying, how we spy, well, through the spirit, the Lord has given us the foresight, he's given us the information or the intel on Esau, you see, because the scriptures got everything that this devil will be doing in these end times.
That's right.
Shalom, you know what I'm saying, going as far as trying to deceive, you know what I'm saying, and his plans on this new system that he's trying to set up, man. You see, even when you go and you read examples like in Second Kings chapter 6, you know what I'm saying, the king of Syria, you know what I'm saying, the angel you know what I'm saying, came to Elisha and told him all the plans of their king of Syria, man. You see, which spoiled the king of Syria plans to basically attack Israel, man. You see, and that's what the Lord is doing spiritually right now via his word, man. You see, we're able to spy out and show you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans the plans of what this devil is trying to bring forth, man.
Right.
You see, telling you not to trust this devil. These different you know, shit that we seeing in the news. You know what I'm saying? These different these leaders telling you that everything is gonna be all right. Well, we telling you otherwise, man, because we got the backdrop on what this devil is really trying to do, man. You see, via the Holy Spirit. You know. Go ahead.
This Proverbs chapter 18, verse 17. All right, in the NLT says, the first to speak in court sounds right until the cross-examination begins. Right, and that's what's happening right now. We're in the time of diligent inquisition. You know, the days of inquisition where the Lord is making a judicial investigation, you know, on all the affairs of the earth. You know, starting with his people first. Right, he has those candles, right, amongst the nation of Israel, amongst Jerusalem. Right, but also you Edomites especially, man. You see, and this is why Scripture speaks about how the hidden things that Esau are sought out. You know, now we know who you Amalekites are. Right, we know what your wicked plans are. All right, because you've, as Scripture just says, the first to speak in court sounds right, because you've had the narrative ever since the time you revived yourself. You know, during the time of the Renaissance. You know, you spread your misinformation, disinformation. You know, your deceit all throughout the four corners of the earth. Right, so in the sight of the people, you've been sounding right. They went along with your propaganda. Jesus is white. You know that the Lord's true chosen people are you. You see, and so many other lies. You know, the outer order between the family structure. All right, but it says what? Until the cross examination begins, and that all started with Yahweh Shai breaking the seals and giving that understanding to his men. We're cross examining everything that's happening, man. How you know that you're the Edomite? I mean, how do you know that you're the Israelites or the Jews? You see? How do you know that, you're supposed to be ruling forever? You see? But no, man. Hey, we understand through the spirit of power of Yahweh by Shemal Shah what's coming up next for the lens of prophecy.
I got a quick one. This is 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Going back to what the priest brought out earlier, the beginning of this new year, so-called new year, we've been seeing a lot of judgment go out, whether it be so-called natural disasters, or uproars of the people, which is going to expound on. It says, verse 3, therefore when thou see it, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou will understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, which is prophecy, what the brother was going into.
Like you said, it started with that. You said wars from the world, uproars, earthquakes. It was mentioned that was the start of 2024, earthquakes. Then people, we don't know what really happened in Miami. They could have been Project Bluebeam, could have been the Lord, but regardless, it was the Lord that put the spirit for that story, that narrative to come out. Where they was seeing these 9 feet tall beings, and everybody was running. All the police was there. They having now they more meetings on going into the chariot, what they call UFOs, and what's the other thing they call them?
UAPs.
Yeah, UAPs. But we knowing that as Squan mentioned, you measure the time diligent in itself. That's how we're measuring the time. Seeing you got to pick through the bones of how Esau's media go out. He gonna put out some BS, but it's gonna be truth in some of these things that the Lord is gonna open up and through the Spirit, we're going to validate that this is something that the Lord's wanted us to see. And we're seeing these things that are basically coming out. And with the prophecies, we knowing that Esau, Job had the bounds that he cannot pass.
When we get 14?
14, yeah. Job 14 is like the 14 and 5. Yeah. He got the bounds that he cannot pass, So we see when these things that are playing out, we know, and like going into, what is it, Daniel 2, with the statue of Nebuchadnezzar, we know where we at in the point in time.
It's Job chapter 14 and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Who days he's talking about? You know, Job was in the land of Uz. You know, that's why they always try to say Job wasn't he tried to say he's an Edomite. But no, he was within that land. But that's why he despised all these Edomites. He knew what these Edomites were. You know, he despised these Edomites. That's who he's talking about when it says his days are numbered. You know, 2 Thessalonians, he's the son of perdition. You can keep going.
Verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yep, the Lord has appointed these bounds where he cannot pass. This man can get to a certain point where he feel like he's gonna fill his belly, as we see now. You know, I was just looking at a video with Rick Ross trying to follow him, talking about we was building up. Like, you know.
Now we building down.
Now he building down. He's trying to follow his father. What is say? Ye your father the devil, John 8:44. He's trying to follow his father the devil. You know, which is basically a deceiver, going back into Esau Edom. But the Lord said you could do all this, going up at these space stations, going into the ground. We see what you're trying to do. You know, you're trying to set up through like the Georgia Guidestone and destroy most of the people, most of the living on the earth, and get 500 million people, as it says, to live upon the earth. You're gonna come out like the phoenix coming out the fire. You know, and what's that fire? That thermonuclear destruction. But the Lord said that's gonna be it for you. After that, it's gonna be another. It's gonna be another kingdom. The Lord said He's gonna take back the kingdom. You know, Sirach 10 and 8. You know, through a richest guy by the Steve, roughly paraphrasing, the kingdom is gonna be translated from one to another, roughly paraphrasing. But that finna be that translation is finna come out of the hands of Esau Edom. Because who had the two? When you look at it, who had the two? The dew of the earth. You know, when you read in Genesis 27, you had the Esau and his lineage. He was going to receive the dew of the earth, which is the whole world. But then you're going to have what after that? The lineage of Jacob. You know, and that's 2nd Ezra 6. Come.
This 2nd Ezra chapter 6 in verse 9 it said. Want me to start it now? Let's get it. All right. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9 it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth."
That's it. Esau is the end of the world. And what we're seeing now, we're at the end of the world as we speak. That's why you're seeing what Yahweh Shai mentioned in that Matthew 24. You're going to see wars and rumors of wars. We're in that mix. The end of the world started over 2,000 years ago with Yahweh Shai. You know, when you go back in Revelations 5, he was the lamb that was worthy to open up the books. Once that seal was broken, that was the start of the beginning of the end. And this is where we're at. We're at the end of the end now.
That's right.
And that's what.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say I got that Daniel the 2nd chapter. That's it.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, man, that's why that Inquisition, like the brother just read. You know, what little precept you read, bro?
That was Proverbs 18.
Yeah, now we having that Inquisition being made, because when you continue reading 2nd Ezra 6, it talks about that. The Lord said when he began to draw nigh to the earth, you know what I'm saying, he's going to make that inquisition, man. And that goes into, like the brother read, a cross-examination, a questioning. It says an intensive questioning, you see? So now everything that this man is everything that this man is doing, like brothers are going into, now it's being questioned. Because like you said earlier, bro, at one point in time, didn't nobody question anything this fucking devil did. Right. They just trusted, they just took his word as you know, set in stone. You see, like it says, the rich man speaking, and everybody exalted his words to the cloud. At one point in time, nobody didn't question what, you know, his motives. Now he's being questioning. Yahweh Shai is drawing closer to the earth now. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't got the same power as he used to.
Exactly, because they didn't had you know, in 1800s, early 1900s, we didn't have the power to question what Esau, you know, deemed right and wrong. And that wasn't a long time ago in history. 100, 200 years is not a long time ago. So, you know, that illustrate, like the brother, the Kahan is bringing out, the fact that we now 100 years later are able to, you know, question what this guy deems right and wrong, shows you what times that we're living in. His power is waning.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because words are very important. If you can dictate what somebody says, you can dictate what they do and what they think. You know, if we had the power, you know, we would tell our women, hey, you know, stay home, cook, clean. When I get home, you got a minimum of 5 words for the first 2 hours. And we had the power to do that, that would change the whole dynamic of, you know, the relation between male and female.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that's one small, minute example. What about the whole world and what this man had dictated, right or wrong? You know what I'm saying? You gotta think, we're talking about the beast here. You know, in Revelation, with the 13th chapter, where he made us bow, the world bow down to that old beast, loosely paraphrasing, which is Rome. You know, which is, we know America be the extension of that. Now we're coming in time to where that beast that was made in the ancient time of Rome is at its end. Okay? That's what I got that for you. This is Daniel 2 and 4. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all things, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
And what is that? You just mentioned what, Rome? Yeah, that's the fourth kingdom. You got to think, Esau has ruled the world for a long time. Because what was the beginning? Going into the Grecians, and then it went to Rome. Those are Edomites. You had the Babylonians, you had the Persians. Then from there, from there on down, you know, after the Middle Persian Empire, it was Esau.
Yeah, with the exception of 1,000 years.
With the exception of 1,000 years. You know, and then what did he do? He said he don't know nothing about that history, but he can tell you something that happened supposedly billions of years ago. You know. So you ask him about what happened in, what happened in 1292. They're telling him, we don't know. You know, the Dark Age, everything got lost. You know.
With no knowledge in earth.
There was no knowledge. He's a forger of lies. And what did he call when he came back into the land? When he came back in rulership? The rebirth, Renaissance. You know, that's what that beast that came back into the land. That was the Renaissance.
Yeah, that deadly wound.
Yep.
You got some more of
Oh yeah, that's more to this. Verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided.
Yep, and that's where we at this point now. You know, the NATO, the EU, what is NATO? The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the European Union. When you look at that, that's basically Revelation 17. Who rides upon that beast? All that is within that. That's basically the similitude to what? The 10 toes down there. You know, and that's America that rides that beast. You know, the horde. That's controls those 10 toes. Now we're seeing that the division is starting to come about upon the earth.
A beautiful example of that is this new land that Israel is trying to claim. You have several countries that's not agreeing with the fact that you have Israel trying, the Israelis over there, the Smarties over there, trying to claim these various lands. I think one is Belgium, another one is Poland. I think Germany was in the mix too. You know what I'm saying? So we starting to see small division, you know, within the horde beast. You know what I'm saying?
The annex, you know, they said they basically not going to acknowledge them from 1967. You know, you got to honor that 1967. You ain't supposed to go to these certain lands, and that was the original understanding when these 1948ers came upon in the land. That's what was they saying up until 1967? This is what we're gonna basically have our land at here. But now, what they trying to do? They trying to push forward. That's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing Putin kept saying. You know, he kept saying that basically they breaking all the treaties and everything that was established. They breaking them. You know, along with America, because America basically they go hand in hand.
That's right. It says back to in the middle of verse 41, it says, and part of iron the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. So it's still gonna have some strength to it.
Yeah, just like Rome, they had that's them iron teeth, that power. But now, like you say, it's kind of like a little mixture with that miry clay. One thing clay can do is can break apart. So just imagine you gonna cut up some iron and you gonna put in some clay and just mixed it all up, and when it get hardened, you know, and it's gonna get into that, but it's the point where it can be broken apart. You know, because it's not all solid, just one big solid piece of iron. Now it's all brittle now due to that clay.
And as the toe of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom should be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of man, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Yeah, and we're seeing that they was cleaving one another, but now they starting to step away.
Yeah.
You mentioned they had the little one of them, I know what's the name, Macron. You know, he always having issues with the things that America do.
The French.
Yeah, the French. He always having issues. Like, you know, we don't think we should do that. You know, you have like some of these Europe nations that's telling America and Israel, like, y'all probably need to chill out. But they said, no, we're gonna finish what we started. They're looking to decimate the Palestinians and take more of that land. And it all goes into what? Being trying to cut some of these trades and control those certain lands. Trades, oil, these different trade routes, all that is basically what they're trying to control. You know, ultimately, like I said, around the Bering Straits, like I said, going to the Red Sea. You go look at the geography of that land. That is like what would it say, the main artery of that land to get different things out. That's why these other nations or these other they're looking to say, well, we got to do what we can to stop these people. 'Cause they would look to kill us just to control these things. That's why a lot of these other countries are stepping up. And you got to think about these when these different tariffs and things that might come about, it's going to affect Europe. You know, because Europe get a lot of their natural resources from these other countries. And if they at war with America, they say, well, you allied with them, we're going to cut them off. That's what that miry clay, that's basically, they're starting to break apart a little bit. It's shaking. So their alliance is really shaky. So that Psalms 83 with the Confederacy, all these other nations that are joined with Esau, now they're starting to buck up against them. You know, now you got these, what it say, they let the weak say I'm strong. They said, well, now we can come up against this guy.
If I get that in the NOT, Daniel 4. This is Daniel 2:43 in the NOT. It says, this mixture of iron and clay also shows that these kingdoms will try to strengthen themselves by forming alliances with each other through intermarriage, talking about that fornication with the whore, Babylon the Great. But they will not hold together just as iron and clay do not mix. You know, the main point getting that is just showing that word alliances because you just mentioned it. You know, these alliances in the form of all their, you know, their pacts. You see all their covenants, all their truces together, but all that's it's not gonna amount to anything, man, because what is that? Psalms 127:1. If the Lord don't build the house, they that build it build in vain, man. Because the Lord's about to break all this shit up, man. As the next verse is going to go into. You know what, Salaki, the previous verses go into it, how that stone that was cut without hands gonna come smite this whole image upon his feet, man. And that stone is Yahweh Shah, because this is his earth, man. He's about to remind everybody of that.
Even when you read in Revelation 17, it says that the Lord put in the minds of these different kings to give themselves over to the beast for a certain amount of time until the will of the Lord was fulfilled.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now we entering into those times where these 10 horns, you know, these NATO and the EU, they're about to hate the whore, man. You see all these, like the brothers read, these alliances that they made with America. You know, it's gonna get to the point to where they're gonna abandon America, man. And when you read in Obadiah, it says all these they were confederate with you. Okay, go ahead.
Obadiah 1:7. all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Yeah, you see? So it's gonna come to the point where they just gonna deceive America, man. They're gonna lead them down the path, man. When ultimately it's the Lord at the end of the day, man. You see, because even when I forgot where I think we read it last night in that lesson where it said the Lord he had laid a snare.
Oh,
You
Jeremiah.
see,
50,
now taking over Babylon. You see? So the Lord is just laying the snare for Esau, man. You see, for Babylon the Great. All right? And everything that you see taking place right now is according to prophecy, man. You see, that's how we know that's a key indicator that they not the people, man. You see? They not the people, man. They ain't saying when the people they will have to fight for the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, Yahweh Shai is gonna come back. According to the prophecy, the only begotten son is gonna come back and he's gonna conquer everything in the children. The Lord is gonna place the children of Israel in that land, and once he placed them in that land, that's it.
That's right.
Yeah.
You see, we ain't gonna have to fight. We gotta fight to get this territory. No,
And and if they the people, we supposed to be covenant to be them, like them.
man.
If we the Gentile, we supposed to be like, they got it.
Yeah,
Like we need to be like we need to get the yarmulkes, we need to all black
right.
every day.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
let me get my sideburns popping. You know what I mean? That's not the case, man.
Get the twig on the side curl.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. You know, Jacob do big, get
Yeah.
big curling.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get activated you know. They ain't doing that, bro. Obadiah, this is still in Obadiah 1 and 7 in the middle. Says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Hey, and like I said, they used to eat, they was at the table together, eating their bread, That's why when they come over here, these other nations come over here to America, it's sweet to them. They get grants, they get different, different, money. They come over here and be set, That's basically showing that they had alliance with these other nations, Because the nation of Israel, the true nation of Israel, bro, the Lord said we'd be lowly here. So we ain't got no representatives here in the land, only the prophet, but only the elect is gonna receive this understanding. The 2/3 of our people, they're gonna reject us. They don't wanna hear this. We don't have nobody up there in these different meetings that the world leaders have. No representation.
And that shows who the people are.
Yep.
That shows that we are those people. It says that the children of Israel will be oppressed, man. You say they wouldn't be getting billions of dollars, you know what I'm saying, of aid from America, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that. They wouldn't be owning these central banks and then fucking Hollywood, these different, you know what I'm saying, the record labels and shit.
Right.
They would be oppressed, man. What are these small hats need to be saved from?
Right.
In society.
Yeah, like the elder said, man. It said no man will say nobody's gonna redeem us, man. You see?
Right.
When we was in captivity, man, only Yahweh shot. You see, so that shows you that the true people will need to be saved in these end times. The true people of the nation of Israel will need to be saved out of this situation, man. You see, and that's us, man. These curses, everything that brothers are talking about only applies to our people. How vocab say we try to fit ourselves into it. We don't try to fit ourselves into shit.
Right.
It just is what it is, man. We are those people. We can't deny it.
You just don't believe.
Right.
I got one for you.
Shit, like I said, these people, bro, you can tell when you have power, like if a king has power, you say something about the king, you can kind of be the treason, you get put to death. Look at what we can do out here. We can't say anything. We can't even say the true name. We gotta call them small hats. Anybody say something about you, look, you can have $1 billion. You say something about them, it don't have to be nothing bad. They can take money from you. They can destroy you just by calling them out. What kind of, now that's power.
It's power.
Yeah. So how has they got power now and the Lord ain't even returned yet? How they can say they not the ones that controlling the earth right now? They control the narrative. Why? They control the media. They control the financing. If you go, that's why when you hear these different artists, rappers, and celebrities, when you look at who they are, who financed them, or who they signed with, when you go up the ladder and look at it, you're gonna see a big ass Edomite, big nose Edomite. That's gonna be what? A JOO. See, we can't even put the name out. We'll get strike.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That let you know who has power.
Yep. Hey, they just came out that that in New York they got tunnels and things of that
Man,
nature.
I was just about to say that. Man.
You go ahead,
Yeah.
speak on it.
No, you got
No,
it.
speak on it.
I was just going to speak on it because the brother spoke
Yeah.
about the JO not being able to say the names, and I was just going to say another one that's being said now throughout Israel is tunnel diggers. I won't really go into the,
Yeah.
you got the, you know.
Yeah, tunnel diggers because in New York in the synagogue in Crown, I believe Crown Heights, you know, it's coming out that these people have, you know, underground tunnels, and now within the underground tunnels you seen baby clothes, babies,
Cradles,
baby seats. Baby seats.
Yep.
You know, dirty mattresses, and it's like, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
You can't even use, critical thinking to come up with a conclusion that, you know, that seems, you know, plausible if you get my drift.
Wow.
You know, they having a whole bunch of fun with them kids down there. You can't even say that. You know what I'm saying? Without being censored.
Right.
But yet it's on national television. But somebody like R. Kelly, you know, he's a total monster.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
These people got tunnels underground with baby clothes and, you know, dirty mattresses with, you know, all types of abominations going on underneath there, man. But nobody can say anything about it.
Right.
And those tunnels are like where they set up like right next to like facilities with children, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's not a coincidence or accident with everything that the elder is going into, man. You know, these things, it's a purposeful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And like we said, we can't go too deep, you know, and say too much because we get censored, man. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, look into that. What do they call it? The mood. We gotta say that. The mood, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they believe that it ain't going. It ain't good. They can have intercourse with a
Right.
child
Yeah.
Yeah.
under a certain
Some kind of
age. Yeah, man. You know.
They said it like as low as 3.
Yeah.
Right there sitting on it.
Yep.
Damn,
You
bro.
know, Reddit and everything, bro. You know, as long as she's a heathen, you know, people make the argument, well, they wouldn't have to do that if, you know, they were really doing all that, use buses. Well, they're not going to pick up any heathen in the buses. They're going to bust them underneath, you know, the Underground Railroad,
Mm-hmm.
right? And do some off the wall stuff to children, bro.
Right.
Got one for you. It's Nahum chapter 3 and 5 in the NLT. It says, the Lord says, I'm your enemy, says Yahweh of heaven's armies. And now I will lift your skirts and show all the earth your nakedness and shame. I will cover you with filth and show the world how vile you really are.
Yeah, it's interesting that Jake can say that in even in the world, man. Like, I caught you with your pants down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, back in the day, Jake would say that before everything was no homo.
Right.
You know, but yeah, I caught you with your pants down. You know what I'm saying? It's basically saying, yeah, I caught you lacking. I caught you slipping. You know, and Esau Edom more and more, you know, his narrative is not working. Everybody's questioning his narrative now.
Right.
Even those small head people, they're being questioned now. Back in the day, they used to be able to play the victim and just indiscriminately bomb the Palestinians to smithereens and put them in modern day segregation or apartheid. That's not working anymore, man.
Right.
And that shows you again, going back to the main topic, what time we in. We in time of judgment.
Yep.
Esau Edom's power and spells aren't working anymore, bro.
Nope. It's Lord, that's letting you know the Lord has enemies. You know, they said the Lord is all love. You don't love your enemy. You know? And when you read in Obadiah, when you go up a little bit, it says how the things Esau searched out with the Lord revealing them. You know, Esau is being revealed right now. That's why you got them Amalekites, those small heads that got revealed in New York. That's the head tribe of Esau Edom. Yes, they have a tribe. That's why you have they say German, Russian, white American. These are Edomites. They just probably from different tribes, but they still won. You know? And and you can, bro, it's high time to wake up out of sleep to see what the Lord is revealing, what the Lord is showing. Because the Lord's going to do a mighty work upon the earth. As he's revealing Esau, he's setting up for Esau's kingdom to be brought down, and it's going to be brought down. If ever it's very rare you can bring down a empire or a kingdom without war, without bloodshed. And if he controls the earth, he's going to take it from this whole nation of Esau. Because it ain't going to be Russia that's going to end up trying to be after this World War III. No, it's going to be the kingdom of heaven. So the Lord is going to reveal it, and it's going to be a whole hell of a lot of bloodshed throughout the world, especially here in Babylon the Great. That's why he's being revealed. This is going to happen. You know, thus says the Lord. You know, that's why the Lord said, I pray for them. Who is them? That's John 17:9. I pray for them. That is the elect of Israel. I pray not for the world. The Lord said he don't pray for the world. As he revealing Esau, his enemy, if you with the enemy, you against the Lord. There's no gray areas. That's the time we're in. This is the time of the Lord, the line is being drawn on the deliverance and the destruction. And we're seeing the destruction that's coming about, that's ramping up. Terry, wait for it. It surely is going to come. You got some more?
Okay. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 8 in the NLT. The point is in verse 16. I'll just kind of skip around. Habakkuk 2 and 8 in the NLT says, because you have plundered many nations, now all the survivors will plunder you. You committed murder throughout the countryside and filled the towns with violence.
Bro, if I can quickly say on that, what did Esau do? He'll go to a little small country, decimate them. Look what he did to Iraq. Then he put an embassy. That's why they got more embassy, way more embassies than any other country. They'll go and destroy them, put up an embassy there and say, we're going to help y'all because we help bring down your government, and we're going to help raise your government. And what they do, put a puppet leader in there, raise them up. These countries ain't forgot about that. I remember you mentioned about Japan. You know, even with Japan, bro, they still got effects of the atomic bomb that happened in Japan. And now you're allies with them. They made their what was it, their president or who was over them, their leader at the time after the bomb, say that, you know, because he was trying to say he was a god, say, hey, I'm not a god. You know, they made him go up there and say, hey, I'm just a man. Because they destroyed them. The Edomites. America, the first one that threw a major bomb that could destroy basically the whole world if you shoot enough of them. Now you have these bombs now that those look like just some firecrackers now that was shot over there in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Sure.
They didn't build all these big ass nukes to put, like how brothers saying, put in a museum just to show them off. The Lord, what is it? Isaiah 54, the Smith. You know, the Lord, the Smith blows the cold. The Lord set these, the mindset of Esau to build these for a certain point in time and for them to be utilized.
Yeah, it's a little more. I mean, you get your point.
All right, just going back because the elder had mentioned about, you know what I'm saying, Esau, his spell, his power is dwindling, man. You see? This is Isaiah 47 in verse 12 in the MSG. It says, but don't give up. From your great repertoire of enchantments, there must be one you haven't yet tried. You've been at this a long time. It says, surely something will work. I know you're exhausted trying out remedies, but don't give up.
Yeah, man, look what's going at the WOF, World Economic, WEF, World Economic Forum. You had that one priest up there, you know, making divinations.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, now if that was just BS, why do they have that woman doing that?
Yep.
Because that lets you know that these divinations on the left-hand side work.
That's right.
It says, call in the astrologers and stargazers.
Mm-hmm.
They're good at this. Surely they can work up something.
Right. these various what's the shaman? I believe that she was a shaman. To cast a spell. To get and tell them the future. That we really seen that on a public level. They came openly with it. This is show you the importance of the times that we're living in. They're trying to set up a certain enterprise. They want to see something in the future. They are tapping into left-hand power.
Okay.
And to let you know it's not going to work.
Right.
Bro, they did that publicly. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a small thing, man.
If I can add, that's what was going on right during the time of the Moabite king Balak, right? Balak and Balaam. Balak hired out Balaam to put a curse upon, because really all this is because you mentioned about the alliances. Psalms 83rd chapter. Really, this is all centered around us Israelites. They're into the W to the O. They don't want no Jake to be here, man. Because Esau really wants he wants his birthright back. So this is a age-old saltiness, that Esau has been bitter about, man. All right, because Scripture, our foremother Rebecca, told us in Genesis 27 chapter that Esau comforts himself by plotting to kill us. You see, so this whole time frame, all these counsels can be summed up in one main category. That's Esau comforting himself and plotting to wipe us out. All right, but nonetheless, going back to with the situation with Balak and Balaam, well, Balak hired out Balaam to say, listen, curse the people of Israel for me, and it got to a point to where Balaam went back and told Balak, listen, I can't curse who the Most High bless. All right, there's no enchantment against Jacob. And what the next chapter go into, Numbers 24th chapter, went into that star coming out of Jacob, man, Yahweh Shah, coming to do what? Smite the heads of you Amalekites. So we're seeing that play. Scripture says that history repeats itself. You see, and even Balak or Balaam, right? He was a Moabite, and he said, "Man, I wish I was an Israelite. Yeah. The latter end of these people are going to be blessed." You see, and Esau and all these other nations know that, man. This is why it's been a crafty counsel to keep us in a Tyrone mindset, man, because they don't want us to come into that full inheritance, but they can't stop it though. There's no enchantment against Jacob. That witch, that priestess in the W to the E to the F council, she was over there, doing her little ritual and then coughing and blowing it out in the air. Listen, I'm thinking the whole time, there's no enchantment against Jacob. Psalms 91. Those plagues and pestilence, they're not coming to the elect's household, man. And you're going to be able to get these other little niggas, but the Lord, he has a remnant preserved, man. And that's why our apostles and elders harp upon the importance of the remnant. That's the Lord raising up the remnant, because they're the ones that's going to be the first go-around inheritance of the blessings that he promised our forefathers, man. All right, so Esau's going to do what he's going to do, and we're going into prophecy to show it.
They'll let you know that he on his last leg when he publicize it. Esau said he's gonna really tap into the left hand side and give it all he got. Bro,
these niggas is doing this shit live, bro.
Yeah, that was the World Economic Forum, people who are basically redefining the economy of the world via technology, you know what I'm saying, and public policy stuff. They wouldn't be doing that for any reason. But the average Jacob looked at them like, oh man, they just celebrating diversity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jake don't know anything about. Majority of Jake don't know anything about that. They don't know. You can go ask somebody just random. Jake, hey, you ever heard of the World Economic Forum? Oh, I don't know what's that. They don't have no idea what it is.
Yeah. That's crazy though. Yeah.
And just like Pharaoh and his magicians, got to a point to where his magicians had to give up. They said, man, surely this is the finger of the Most High doing all this upon, Egypt, man. Yep. And because who do you think, because remember, the Lord works in balance. So Esau going public with his left-hand priest, all right? Well, who are they up against? The Most High's right-hand priest. Right. But see, ain't nobody paying attention to the Most High's right-hand priest, though. You see? And that's the prophets, man. Right? These words that we're speaking through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, this is that standard telling Esau's proud ways, you can't go no further, man. This is it. And he knows that. This is why it's about to be, it's already great censorship upon the internet. Why do you think it's just the brothers' pages getting clipped and not Dabu's or call for uprising. They page don't never get clipped.
No.
But you got brothers, got 5, 7, subscribers, but they page getting clipped.
Man, even amongst Israel, bro, you got certain camps, like these other camps, Esau that got these 501c3s, man, them niggas got the same pages, bro. They pages ain't getting clipped. You know what I'm saying? Because it shows you they ain't truly telling the truth, man. They ain't telling the whole truth, man. That's why brothers on they, you know what I'm saying? The multiple pages. I gotta have backup page. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, I can't say that out. You know what I'm saying? I got a strike.
Starting our level, they'll hit you for some stuff that you put out years ago, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. Hey, no matter what they do, the Lord said, like He said, for the elect, no weapon against formed against it shall prosper. So, like you say, when they putting out these, that's what the lady that was doing at the WEF, the World Economic Forum, bro. These are curses that she's possibly putting out. She's trying to curse the World Economic Forum. So they trying to set up for that that digital system. So they brought her in. They trying to set up for what? That when you get that digital system set up, what that's gonna be? That's gonna be setting up for that sea hill. And that's what one of the things that Esau is bound to be your God by setting up that sea hill.
Yep. Hey, the Bishop Shakaran did a sit down today saying how Chat GPT is going to be linked with that MOTB.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say for instance, you had the MOTB and you're having thoughts of committing, unaliving yourself. The GPT, the Chat GPT is going to be able to pick that sensory up in your brain and talk you out of doing it.
Damn, bro.
All the Neuralink and all this and everything is gonna be together.
You gotta think, bro. With
Damn.
AI, it's a computer that is able to interact with you. It's gonna get more and more sophisticated to the point to where they don't have individual AI chats or bots designated for each person. You could have a whole app that's connected to your whole life. Like, say for instance, in the crypto world, they have platforms that is an AI for identifications for medical records, things of that nature. It's called Fetch AI, to where it's designated for the particular person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With AI, with cryptocurrency, they're gonna be able to control every facet of your life, bro. Even what you think. A lot of times when you thinking something and you see it on YouTube, that ain't by coincidence.
Man, real talk.
You say something and all of a sudden it appears.
Pops up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This man is becoming like God.
Man.
When you have a problem, say for instance you have unused or flat tire, what's the first thing you gonna do?
You ain't got no jack, you can call what is it?
Triple H.
You gonna get on get on the goddamn computer
Yeah.
on your phone
Yeah.
and get the number
Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm.
goddamn AAA.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You got a stomach ache and you
Damn.
trying to see some fats, you trying to get some self remedies. What's the first thing you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna look it up.
Damn.
So in a lot of ways, this man is he's feeding off of our interaction with these computers, and with that, he's able to predict what we want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Can we put every move we make into these?
Every move we make is inside there. Every move we make. That's why people make the argument that that's the mark of the beast. That's not though.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, with this technology that they have, man, your information is being sold to various companies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why certain commercials you probably had just for you gotta come up. You know, you say for instance you feeling like you want to invest. you start looking into investment, cryptocurrency, things of that nature. On YouTube, what are you gonna start getting? You're gonna start getting, hey, you wanna learn how to get into real estate? Well, well, sign up to this right here. They're selling your information. Okay?
I got one for you.
No, I was just saying, you want to get into real estate? Yeah,
How'd you know?
yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 24. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Right? And the point of me getting this verse is because this is going into when the Israelites come in our, when we come in our glorified state with those new bodies, right? The Most High said, before we even pray, right, he's going to answer. Right? But this goes to show you on the left-hand side what Esau is trying to do, trying to exalt himself above the Most High, like the elder was just going into, right? You may have a need or request that you got a flat tire, you're going to start, because pretty much the way you seek for help, like you said, going on the internet. Well, Esau's like, well, with this, ChatGPT, I'm already have everything laid out, right? But that's him trying to mock the Most High. Because Esau reads these scriptures and he's fascinated, man. And with him being so goddamn devilish and mischievous, like the scripture says, he wants to literally mimic the Most High. Yeah. Like who's that? Who's the guy? Noah Yuval Harari. He said, we can make our own water. He really wants. They really think that they're the Most High, man. Mm-hmm. You see, so I'm gonna read it one more time because it made me also think about that movie Upgrade.
I was thinking about that.
Is that the movie that when that girl got badly injured and she was about to die, but the thing?
No, the man. Yeah.
Huh?
You talking about Implant?
Yeah. Okay, Implant when he was fighting that dude. The same movie.
No, that was Upgrade.
Yeah, that was Upgraded, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Implant was with the chick.
Okay. Yeah, it was with the chick then. Yeah, she was like about to die or whatever, but it kept like keeping her alive or something like that.
Yeah, Implanted.
Yep. Yeah.
If I could say you mentioned those movies Upgrade, I was thinking about that, and then they were just mentioned about how they want everything to be like every individual has some type of AI with them. Mm-hmm. They remind me of the movie with even though they had these different iRobot. Mm-hmm. Everybody had a robot to themselves. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be like, we want all this, but they want it in you. Like this is gonna be how you can, instead of having a robot doing everything for you on the outside, it's gonna be within you. Mm-hmm. I saw a little thing. It was when I first, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, where it was just a commercial. It wasn't a real commercial, but they were just showing how AI would be changing. And they had this. It was a Jake couple. They was driving in this garage looking for something. And every time they think of something, a screen, like a screen will pop up in front of their eyes. Like, they would show like, if you that person outside looking in, and it would show like, I think it's gonna be over here. They'll show the navigation system in front of them and just pop up in their face. And, they'll think about it. Wherever they think about it, it pops up like within their eyes and they can see it. So Esau is gonna make it seem like it's such cool,
Yeah.
It's a cool thing to get. But he can be able to control everything in you. That's why if I get to a point where he say, hey, if you want you to live or die, one thing about the Lord, he can take you off this, put you back in the spirit world and take you off the physical plane. That's what Esau want to do too. So if you get to a point where you get these things in you, he want to take you off the map. He probably can just set it up for you for him to do it. Then they say when you receive it, you're gonna get these grievous sores. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Esau. Hey, this is a mastermind of wickedness.
Right. Yep. And this is his plan, but we know that the Most High is going to spoil him. Mm-hmm. I mean, ideally, what he's saying is what he's trying to do sounds, insurmountable, but the Most High is bigger than his plans, and it's just stupid. Like, he's not gonna be able to do it because Esau has never had discipline with anything that he's made.
No. I got something real quick to kind of line back on that, because like I say, yeah, he think he gonna fill his belly. This is Job 18 and verse 7. It says, the steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. All right, so he's setting these things up, but it's setting up for him to be brought down by his own snare. You know, going to his AI, going to the nuclear capability that he has basically mounted up. You know, all these different avenues that he has set up for him to destroy himself. And that's what, like I said, the Lord said. So his strength is gonna be straightened. You know, straightening. You know, and when you read on up, when you go to jump up to verse 5, it says, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in the tabernacles, and his candles shall be put out with him." So, like you say, the illuminated one, you know, the enlightened one, that's he's going to be put out. You know, his time is going to be up. As we read in Job 14, he's got a certain bound that he's going to get to, but it's going to be a wall there and he can't get past it. And the Lord is going to basically respond due to his power.
Mm-hmm.
But now when you think about when you're about to lose your power, what you're going to do? You're going to do everything in your power to remain on top. But Lord it's already written. The Lord is going to bring you down. And it's like a maze. Every time you try to go a different avenue to try to get away from the prophecies, what happens? You end up back in the same place. Mm-hmm. You fall right back into your snare that the Lord's setting up for you.
Yeah, quick one. Job 20 and 5. I started for Job 20 and 40. Knowest thou not that of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen them shall say, where is he?
And like I say, he mounted up. He's wiser than Daniel. The Lord told us that. And his wisdom, like I say, his wicked wisdom has went all the way up into the heavens. You know? And the Lord has mounted him up to show, the Lord's going to show his power by bringing down the hammer of the earth, the power of the earth, which is Esau Edom. You know? And like I said, even though, like we went and said, he's been ruling from the Grecian all the way down. Like I say, we had that 1,000-year period of the Dark Ages where he was basically put off and driven into. You gotta remember too, the day of the Lord is 1,000 years to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so his rulership ain't been but for a moment.
Right.
And shit, American rulership ain't been that long. You know, they power. They really became established as a true power after they dropped the bombs. You know, there was a power then, but that's when they established themselves as being like, we're on top of everyone. So this is Esau's the height of Esau. We even had I'd like to bring it up. They had Joe B, your president. What did he say? He was had an interview. And he was like, America, he said, we ain't the most powerful country in the world, but the most powerful nation in history. Which is true. Who has accomplished and built because you're only as powerful as your military, you know? And who has had a military this powerful? I know the elder Ariella always go into how America still, you can have all these nations mount up, and together, America got the power to still bring them down. But that's why the Spirit of the Lord is going to be upon these certain missiles and nukes that's going to be come towards this place here.
Right.
And they know that. That's why they're so proud. That's why they're so proudful, man. You know, but see, they're not dealing with the prophecies.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They just going by the actual carnal aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? They know that America knows, man, that they're a strength, a power, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they're so goddamn proud, man. And the Lord has a problem with pride, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is going to bring the pride of these devils down. Can I hit something real quick to make a point on the elder? Because he mentioned how everything seemed so insurmountable. And but the Lord is bigger than this dude, and ultimately he's going to bring him down, which the Khan Maki mentioned it as well. and the Lord, and he goes into Apostle Paul goes into it in Romans the 9th chapter. It's Romans 9 and 17. It says, "For the scripture." Oh, you got that?
That's a spirit. That's what I'm gonna get, bro.
Spirit, bro. My man. It says for Romans 9 and 17, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh," which these are the modern day pharaohs, man. You know, Esau's the modern day pharaoh. It says, "Even for this same purpose have I raised thee up." You know, just like he raised the Pharaoh up back then, you know, was to show his power, which he's going to go into it. It says, "Even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth." You know what I'm saying? So the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, those names are about to be reintroduced into the earth. You know what I'm saying? And people about to know what time of Allah Shadia. They about to know, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they forgot. They forgot, man. You know, we saw them put love, 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 and you know, come as you are, and all this madness in the earth that is not of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no fear of the Lord in the earth in these times, man. You know, so the Lord is angry. He's mad. He's about to show, you know, show forth and bring that fear back into the earth, man.
That's right.
Hey, that's why ancient Pharaoh believed himself to be a god. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember that Joseph helped shoot, you know what I'm saying, Egypt up to the height that it was, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see, during that famine, how everybody had to come to Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
So that helped boost and build up Egypt, you know what I'm saying, to the point to where, and then the Israelites, it says the Israelite built them treasure city. So that's why Pharaoh thought he was a god. You know what I'm saying? Just like this modern day Pharaoh, Esau, thinks he's the god. Like the elder was going into this technology that this nigga has. But that shit, bro, the Lord blessed this nigga on the left hand side, bro.
Yeah.
The shit that this man has and the shit that he's about to bring forth, these people it's gonna be some shit that we never seen before, man. And that's why when you read Revelation chapter 13, it said he can deceive them, you know what I'm saying, and dwelt upon the earth, or he deceived them by those miracles that he was able to do in the sight of the beast. When you go into that word miracles, it says to transcend the coming course of nature. You see? So Esau, through this technology, man, he's setting himself up to become a god on the planet Earth, man.
Yep.
You see, to the point to where these people, via this technology, are going to be deceived to the point of thinking that's truly salvation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Our people, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're going to see, you know what I'm saying, Esau's technology, and he's bringing forth as salvation, man. You see, because like the elder said, this shit, you can just think, bro, that's power. You thinking some shit, your phone, and that shit just like, you know what I'm saying? That shit there, bro. And like you say, you don't even gotta say it. It's like you think it, and then you pop that shit on your fucking phone, bro.
Yeah.
Just that instance, that's power, bro.
Let me ask you this: you ever thought about like an old scene in a old scene, like in a random show that you used to watch as a kid or just younger? You would have a theme like the Jamie Foxx show, and you go on YouTube and the Jamie Foxx show is in your recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's powerful, bro.
Man.
But just to, if I could real quick, just to line back and make a point of what the Carmenite just was going into, that reminds me of Daniel, the 12th chapter, man. You know, like he said, we about to see some things we ain't never seen. Well, Daniel said we're coming into a time unlike any other since there was a nation, man. You know, so that means, yeah, you've never seen this time. You've never seen the things that are about to happen in this time. You're only going to see it once, and then after that, you'll never see it again because the kingdom of heaven is going to be established in the earth. So it's going to be some very special, if that's even good enough of a word, to try to label it, man. Some special things, man. You know, the Lord has some things planned, man. You know what I'm saying? This story is going, bro, because we're at the end of the story. You know what I'm saying? The climax of the story. Any movie that you've ever watched, when you get to the climax, that's when everything pops off. That's when all the excitement, you're at the height of the movie, you know what I'm saying? Before they, you know, ride off into the sunset. Yeah. But it's going to be that, you know, that big, you know, whatever. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about, whatever you want, that great finale. Yeah, that finale, you know? So, you know, the Lord is about to do some special things through these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is his sword, man. You know, which at the end of the day, that's who it is, the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't give no credit. Esau ain't shit, man. He's a vessel just like the rest of us, man. We're all vessels for the use of the Lord, man, including Esau. So all these things that he's going to perform, what he's going to do, it's the Lord, man. The Lord controls it all.
That's right. Hey, that's why really he's going to be cast out like, brought down like, cast out like his own dung. You know, what's dung? That's crap. That's boo-boo. And he's gonna. And what's Lord and crap? What's Lord and dumb? You know, that's what the Lord has been not up and bring him to. He's gonna bring him down to nothing. You know, that's why I say I'm mounted up to the top, to the mountains. So he's gonna be brought down from the top to the bottom. That's what he did to Nebuchadnezzar. He brought him down to being an animal, a beast of the field.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But he was at the height.
he was
Right?
he was
Nigga in the
man.
field.
Man.
Yeah, God.
The king that is now the nigga in the field. True. Man.
That's humbling though.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? He's
bro.
humbling the shit out of him.
Then gave him his sense back. Like, nigga,
Yeah, man. And Esau might get that same humbling, man.
Yeah,
You know,
It's about to come.
man.
It's Job chapter 12 and verse 21 in the NLT. This talking about what the Most High does to people. He pours this grace upon princes and disarms the strong. He uncovers mysteries hidden in darkness. He brings light to the deepest gloom. He builds up nations and he destroys them. He expands nations and he abandons them. He strips kings of understanding and leaves them wandering in the pathless wasteland.
What is that? That's like when we mentioned like you would watch a show or a movie. The writer and the director is the Lord, Yahweh. He is. Like you said, everything that happens, you know, kingdom, empires, the kingdom being raised up, the kingdom being brought down. All this is orchestrated by the Lord because it's His will. We don't have no say so on how things go. The Lord already have it written out how things is going to be played out. You know?
That's right.
Hey, and if anybody wants to say something, I got a quick one.
You want me to grab it for you, bro?
I get it. This is Isaiah 14 and 12. It says, How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken nations? They remind, because like I said, the Lord brings things up. He used Esau to weaken nations. Now he's going to use Esau to bring things, you know, he's going to use these other nations to bring Esau down. They remind, like I said, when we went into Daniel 2, you know, that we had the final part, you know, that those different nations, that communion, that unity, the alliance is now going to be brought down because they're starting to hate the whore. And who is controlling the whore? That's the son of perdition, Esau. That's like when you should have seen Trump when he was in office. When he walked in that they had like that meeting. He would move the dude there out the way. He was proud as hell.
Man.
Bro, that's America.
He swayed to the T.
He was swag to the T. And then that show you how to transition. Now, you got your president now. He look like he on his last leg. You know, he can't even get up the flight of stairs on the airplane.
Right.
You know, so and like you say, what is this? Lucifer. That's basically going to what being that light bearer. And it said the light is the wicked is going to be put out. So we seeing that the light is being dimmed as we speak, and the Lord is setting up that great downfall for him to be put out completely. This man has done too much upon the earth, and he's going to try to do. And now his grand finale, he's going to do all, like you say, balls to the wall. He's going to set up his AI. He's going to set up his miracles. He's going to have people being like, "Whoa, wow!" And at the same time, he's going to be putting you through famine, war, pestilence, and he's gonna bring up Order Al-Qaeda and say, I got a solution for you. We gotta get things back in order. He said it's a small little thing about the size of a rice grain that can go up in you. And now you can buy, sell, you know what I'm saying, do everything you want within that. See, he's gonna set all that up before his downfall, and that's what the Lord is gonna allow him to think he's gonna fill his belly.
Right. And we're gonna find out that he doesn't have as much control as what we think either, man. Because right now he got all these things in place, and it looks like, man, this guy just got everything just planted. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, we're gonna see how much of a bad case even, or what he has going on is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna figure out, we're gonna see how much of a man this dude is, bro. Right. Esau's not as organized as we think he is. He's gonna get revealed in all aspects. You know, it's gonna be like the us going to the Wizard of Oz and seeing that Oz ain't nothing but a man. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I want to get that word Lucifer real quick.
Okay.
All right, going back into what the brother read in Isaiah 14 for that word Lucifer, when you get it, it's a higher law. It says the light bearer, a shining one. It says of the king of Babylon and Satan. It says describing the king of Babylon. You see, and that lets you know that's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. You see, a lot of Christians like to say that this Lucifer is, you know what I'm saying, it's the spiritual demon Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what he's talking about. No, this is talking about the king of Babylon, man. You see, Esau, Edom, even when you go into the root of his halal, it says the boastful ones. It says, yeah, the boastful ones, to boast. It says to act madly, to act like a madman. You see, and who is that, man? Esau, Edom. You're gonna be like a madman sparing none. Who's boasting? Who's the most boasting? The elder, you know what I'm saying? The brother was going into that example of Trump. You know, he's walking in the room proud, boasting. These niggas boasting right now. Esau is pounding his chest right now. All right, in the planet Earth, man, saying I am I'm the Most High. You see, and he's trying to bring it to pass. But like the elder said, the Lord not he's not as organized as he think. They tell you that in the book of Job when he's about to fill his belly, then the Lord shall cast his wrath upon him. You see, so he ain't got it to the point to where he's going. You know what I'm saying? The Lord not going to let him fully establish what he's trying to do, man.
Yeah. He's a madman. Now you got, what is it, Ishmael, what is the wild man? You got the wild man, the madman, Esau, all of them up there, setting up in the valley of Jehoshaphat along with the other nations. And the Lord setting them up for what? That destruction, what it says in Joel 2. You know, and I'm going to jump down to kind of land back on what the priest was saying. This is Joel 14 and 16. Because the elder was saying that how, bro, Esau ain't what everybody think he was going to, you know, this all-powerful man. Verse 16, it says, they that shall see him narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Yeah.
That did shake the kingdoms? Said, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof?
Yeah, this is the guy that we esteem to be like. We try to learn his ways, learn his customs, you know, and when everything's said and done, people are gonna realize how really insignificant Esau Edom is.
Right.
Really how base he is, man. All the policies that he's pushing, you know, they really wayward and perverse.
Right.
Right now he has some power, so everybody's following after the way.
That's right.
You know, he's you know, essentially the popular kid in high school, if you will. You know, when you popular, you can say whatever, do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna want to follow you. If you grab a chair and sit on the wall, and everybody's sitting at the tables, people gonna want to grab that chair and sit on the wall with you because you popular.
Right.
That's right.
You know. But now it's gonna be the other way around. He gonna get turned into that nerd, that outcast, the nigga that's sitting in the back playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Pulling up a seat when you come by.
Yeah.
Sit here like they did for
Yeah.
You can't sit here.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, well, with that, Lord willing, hey, this was edifying to the elect of Israel. We'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yahweh and pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.